Hello, welcome back to Mike's Vape Reviews. It's been at least a few months since I uploaded a video, potentially more. I've been really busy with work and I went on holiday to Los Angeles for a couple of weeks, so I haven't had a chance to actually post anything. But here I am again, with again my phone, which I cannot change. I simply cannot afford any equipment right now. I spent all my money on donuts and pretzels and all sorts of stuff in Los Angeles, so I have literally no money left at all. I went to Six Flags, went to Knott's Berry Farm. It's been awesome, but I'm back now. The latest, my Voopoo Panda ended up breaking. I overcharged it and it lasted a couple of months, but it started getting incredibly hot. And every time I charged it was just overheating. This happens because either the vaporizer is getting old or it's just not working. You know, vaporizers do go out of action, especially cheap ones. The Voopoo Panda I had originally, which I didn't do a video on unfortunately, lasted about 2 or 3 months, which is actually not bad considering it was only £20. Not sure about dollars, but it's Voopoo were a company that apparently, rumour has it, that they went off the grid. They stopped doing their products, and when people had problems with Voopoo, which is ridiculous, a ridiculous name, Voopoo. At least call it Voodoo or something, that'd be better. But yeah, apparently they went off the grid and yeah, they stopped doing their products. And when people had problems with Voopoo before, they didn't get back to them and people were getting ripped off. But this was the last one in stock that I had. Right now it's in the American landfill because I just decided to chuck it anywhere. It was just terrible. Could have recycled it, believe me, but a lot of Americans don't recycle, and the hotel I was actually in didn't have a recycle bin, so I had to just scrap it. So it's probably in the landfill right now, and someone's probably picked it up and gone, I'll tell you what, I'll just do something with that and try and fix it, but who knows. Either way, it's screwed. So went into my local vape store today and thought, I spoke to the guy and said, what's the cheapest vaporizer you actually have in stock? They had £10 ones a couple of months ago, but I think they ran out of stock. But he did have ones for £15, and one of them is this little device. Now this is called, I've got the box here, it's called that. Now it's backwards because of my phone, but it's actually called AIO ECO, which is a very strange name, and it's made by Joytech Electronic Devices. UK vapor brands. This thing here is this thing. It's doesn't have a very high wattage. I'm not sure what the actual coil is. Having no nicotine for 2 weeks is maybe a bit depressed, but it has kept me clean. I give you that. Having no nicotine for 2 weeks has kept me off it. But when I get back home and it hits me, I need something. You know what I mean? Nicotine isn't something that you can just quit. Some people can. Some people can have the mindset of just putting down a cigarette and be like, no, I'm not touching it again. But people like me, I'm in the small minority of people who can't do that. And, you know, I was quite a big smoker. Regardless, I bought this today. I got it out of the packet. And, yeah, let's see how it goes. So the flavour in this device, the Joytech I can't pronounce the name. I'm just going to call it a Joytech for now, to be honest, because it's a really difficult name to pronounce. Let's just call it the Joytech. The Joytech has quite a big cloud. The actual tip of it doesn't have that much flavour, so you won't get a massive flavour, unlike the Smok Mag kit, which I did a last review on, which was months ago. It has relatively good cloud production, but I'm not really a cloud chaser. I just do it for the nicotine hit. It's compact, so easy to use, easy to carry around. You can take this into airports probably. You can pretty much take it to school if you wanted to. If you're young and you smoke and you want to vape, I wouldn't recommend, if you're young and you haven't smoked before, to vape, because it's not a good thing. If you're a smoker, you vape. If you don't smoke, don't vape. That's all I can say. It's your choice, but you know, if you're addicted to nicotine from smoking, then vaping is the answer, because it does have nicotine in, but it takes away the carcinogen which tobacco products have, which do cause lung cancer. I've probably already got it from the years I've smoked, and I'm 24 now. I've been smoking since I was about 16. So I did 6 cigarettes a day, but over time that's equivalent to about at least, say, 1,000. Really, realistically, for that's quite a lot of cigarettes. 1,000 cigarettes, that's quite a lot. So it's a good job I changed. I've been vaping for a year now, and it's done me wonders. So how this is, it's essentially vegetable glycerin, nicotine, and it's got a few more chemicals in which haven't been scientifically proven to be 100% good for you, but it's better than smoking. They have proved that. Now, when I went to Los Angeles, not many people actually vaped. It was they smoke or don't smoke, or they did weed. Marijuana legalization over in Los Angeles is practically legal, but you have to have a medical card and show that you're actually ill to smoke marijuana. So people didn't really vape. I saw one or two vapors, but that was about it. America isn't too big on vaping compared to the UK. I thought it'd be more popular. Yeah, this isn't a bad device. I would recommend it probably 9 out of 10. What does it lose a point on? I think the flavour isn't great. No matter what liquid you use. I'll show you what I use now. I've got it today. I thought I'd give it a try. Now I mostly use menthol flavour, because menthol is like, I love the mintiness. I love the after eating a good meal, it clears the throat as well. So menthol is actually really good for digestion. This is called Red Cow, Vapor Trails in Parkstone, Paul, in the UK. It's very nice. It's essentially Red Bull flavour, but it's quite nice. The top cap is a little bit loose because when I opened it up, it somehow managed to snap off. So I can't really take that around anywhere unless I tape it up. But the Red Cow is quite a nice flavour. I'd recommend that. This is a genuinely good device. There's not really much I can say about it. It's not a drip tip, so you can't take it off and wick it. It's a very basic coil, and says on there, keep calm and vape on. Oh, sorry, keep calm and vape on. So that's pretty cool little motto. Comes in blue. I think it comes with a green. I could be wrong. There was two types when I went at the vape shop. There was this, and there was also a green one, which was larger, but it looked like you had to charge the battery, because it was this. The cartridge was a bit larger, so a bit thicker. So if you ever get my advice, if you ever get a battery type vape that you need to unplug and change the battery, get yourself a battery charger, which charges most batteries, car batteries, whatever. That will charge that in a couple of hours. So this will do for now, until I maybe change my mind in future, get a decent one. But at the moment, this is fine. Coils apparently last 3 to 4 weeks, so that's pretty good. Overall, I'll give it another try. But so it's simple to use. 5 clicks on, 5 clicks off. Same with any other standard vaporizer that you don't need to wick. The only difference in wicking is you get a decent flavour. It's more popular, overrated, mainstream to wick. You see a lot of people doing it. People like me who don't really know how to wick properly. And unfortunately, some people don't have the patience, just like me, to wick. So I just use a standard vaporizer. It does the same thing, it just doesn't give off much flavour. That's the difference in wicking and standard ones. So it's a good hit. You get quite a good hit off that. Clouds, probably I'd give it a 9 out of 10. It's not huge, but it's amazing to see such a small device give off that much smoke. So it's I would give it a 9 out of 10. So right, so people have been asking me, not on my YouTube channel but in real life, does vaping cause lung cancer? Now, I don't know, is the honest truth. I don't know if it causes lung cancer. I really don't actually have a clue on it. But all I know is that this is much better for you than cigarettes. So it could cause lung cancer over time. I know it can cause wet lung, which is actually caused by a chemical they used in popcorn factories, which I think they took out. I believe it was began with P. I can't remember the name. Popcorn? No, it's not popcorn. But it was in popcorn factories that they made, and workers would inhale the vapor while they were making the popcorn and cause a wet lung. Now, these do cause wet lung if you use them over time, so I probably already have wet lung, but it hasn't caused me any respiratory problems yet. In future, we don't even know, but at the moment, I still believe these are better than cigarettes. Now, what is better than any of this is to breathe fresh, clean air, and don't do it at all. Don't drink alcohol, don't do anything. But you know, that's the whole straight edge culture, which I don't really associate myself with. So you know, I drink alcohol, I vape, and that's all I do. There is no argument with it. Arguing with straight edge people is kind of hard to do, to be honest, because in a way they're right, in a way they're wrong. They should let people live their life and not control them, not compare their life. But you know, everyone's different. Everyone is different. So it's yeah, it's not a bad device. The cap in the top is quite easy to suck on. It's it does the job. The hit doesn't last that long. I guess the amount of flavour and the amount of actual smoke you get depending on the device. Review for the AIO ECO. I'd recommend it to any new vapors. That's all I will say. Now, I've got to end it there because I've got things to do and I'm very jet lagged from LA. I've just had a 10-hour flight the other day and it was overnight and I've had roughly 2 hours sleep. So I'm very, very jet lagged. As you can see in my eyes are droopy and red. I feel like falling asleep right now, but I can't. I've got to get used to the UK time zone again. Right, so I'll leave it there. And if you're new, subscribe. Give me a like, that'd be great. And I'll try and upload in future. And hopefully I'll get a decent camera, because right now my phone camera is pretty crappy, let's say the least.